Welcome to Feedstuffs 365 in National Hog Farmer. I'm Ann Hess. African swine fever continues to spread across the globe, with the recent news of it nearing the border between Germany and France. Meanwhile, Vietnam has announced the successful production of a commercial vaccine for African swine fever with the cooperation of the USDA Agricultural Research Service. So how can the U.S. best prepare? Joining me today at World Pork Expo is Dr. Paul Sundberg, Swine Health Information Center, to give us an update. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Sundberg.
Thanks for having me, Ann. It's good to be here.
Let's start with getting an update on ASF. How is it impacting global pork production? What countries continue to battle? And how close is it getting to the United States?
So whenever you talk about ASF, you've got to talk about China because that's the largest pig herd in the world. And ASF continues to circulate there. They're working on repopulating their herd, as is Vietnam. But they aren't quite ahead of that virus yet. So it's still circulating. It's still causing problems in those areas, as well as you mentioned Germany and France and the jump from Eastern Germany to Western Germany. That's a big one. Same thing happened in Italy, where it jumped into Italy from 1,000 miles away, and now it's jumped from the northeastern or northwestern part of Italy down to near Rome. So what it is, it's a lesson to learn about the spread of ASF and the role that people have in moving that virus around. And it can jump thousands of miles if people move product or some other thing that will transmit ASF across the roads.
So as a researcher and a veterinarian, what concerns you more? The closer in distance it gets to the United States, or the fact that it's spreading in the EU with maybe somewhat similar modern pork production systems as we have in the United States?
Yeah, so I term that as epidemiological pressure. We have pressure on our borders from this virus. Now, the pressure isn't necessarily related to distance away. It's related to how it can get in here. And so ASF in the Dominican Republic is concerning, but we have safeguards in place to keep it from coming from the Dominican Republic, as well as keeping it from coming from China or Vietnam, farther away. So the portals or the open windows into the U.S. are the same, whether the virus is right next to us or whether it's far away. The difference, though, then, you got to play into this pressure on our borders. And the proximity of the virus to the U.S. may give more opportunity for some illegal products to get into the country. And so that's an added concern.
So let's go back to this vaccine development news that came out of Vietnam. Obviously, the USDA had a hand in helping establish that vaccine. Can you give us a little background on that and why was Vietnam the first one to get a vaccine?
Yeah, so Agricultural Research Service from Plum Island developed this vaccine prototype. They took a wild ASF virus and deleted some genes so it wouldn't cause infection, but it caused immunity. So that's the way a modified live vaccine is made. It's a whole virus, but they've deleted some genes. Then a company in Vietnam licensed that prototype from USDA, from Plum Island. And they licensed it such that they took it to Vietnam, where there's an active infection going on, so they could do safety and efficacy trials. Those are the two things that have to happen for any vaccine. You have to show that it's safe to use, and you have to show that it's effective when you use it. So that was the opportunity in Vietnam to test that vaccine. And that's not a USDA testing that. That's a company in Vietnam that's doing that for safety and efficacy during their outbreak over there.
So my next question is on my mind, and probably a lot of people in the industry when that announcement came out. How soon will the United States be getting a vaccine for ASF?
Yeah, so let's be clear about the announcement that's going on in China or in Vietnam. ARS had a hand in saying, okay, this vaccine is safe, because we can't find any evidence that it's reverted to wild. And so that's safety. That's a good thing. The effectiveness, though, is a different issue. They've shown it's effective to stop death and stop production loss. So that's really the purpose of it in Vietnam. It's still pigs can still become infected with ASF virus even though they've been vaccinated. And they can also, when they're vaccinated or when they're infected, they produce antibodies that you can't tell the difference. So if a pig's there and has antibodies to ASF, you don't know if it's a vaccine or if it's actual ASF. So there's a lot of improvement that has to go on before we're ready to use any kind of vaccine, even in response to an outbreak in the United States. It's a good it's a usable vaccine in Vietnam or places where you have an active outbreak, because the goal is to keep those pigs from dying. That's all it is. It keeps the pigs from dying. That's what it's effective. It doesn't necessarily stop infection, and that's the thing that we'd have to look for before we use a vaccine in the U.S.
Well, we can't have a conversation without not talking about SHIC-funded research in the areas of FAD prevention and preparedness. What are some current research that you guys are really focusing on right now in those areas?
Well, there's a couple. Let's start with the easier one, and that's transportation biosecurity. We're putting together a package of research to really focus in on the opportunity for pathogens to come back into the farms from packing plants, from markets, from first points of concentration. We know we don't have enough truck washes in the country, for example, so we're trying to figure out with research how to do some innovative looks at how you disinfect trailers to keep things from coming back onto the farm. The second thing is Japanese encephalitis virus. Right now, there's an outbreak of JEV, or Japanese encephalitis virus, in Australia. And it started early this year, late last year, early this year. It's transmitted by mosquitoes. It's caused a lot of concern in Australia, a lot of production loss. It causes abortions in some sites that have been infected with that. There's as many as 10 weeks of production that there's only been 25 or 50% of the normal production that's happened on the sites. They've estimated in Australia that their overall production losses is somewhere between 3 and 10%. So when you get up to 10%, that's significant. So we're working on a JEV research package. We're trying to help USDA in updating a risk assessment so we can test the likelihood of JEV coming into the country and being established here. We're looking at diagnostics for JEV to upgrade our diagnostics. Also, maybe testing out reservoirs. Japanese encephalitis virus is a first cousin, if you will, to West Nile. And West Nile is transmitted by mosquitoes. West Nile, it gets into birds. And we don't know if this JEV does the same thing. We expect it does, but we'll probably test that out. The other thing that is concerning about Japanese encephalitis virus is that it's also can infect people. So in Australia, they've had human infections from it as well as human death. So it's a serious thing that we're keeping an eye on. That's what SHIC's here for. Monitor, prepare, prevent, respond. That's what we're working at.
Yeah, very, very concerning, and glad to hear that we're on top of it before it maybe comes over, especially with mosquitoes and the spread. Let's go back to biosecurity. You mentioned transportation. Obviously, feed has been another SHIC-funded research area. What's on the horizon for you guys in terms of areas to focus on in biosecurity?
Well, like I said, I think the transportation thing is really a key. It's an issue for preparation for ASF or for any other emerging disease, and even the ones that we have endemic here. We know that we don't have enough truck washes in the country. We know that we don't have the capability to disinfect trailers the way we want to do them. So we're looking at ways that we can figure out how to do that effectively without having to use a truck wash. That's for example. There are a lot of other things about biosecurity, focusing on finishing floors especially. When people talk about biosecurity, a lot of times they think breeding herds. But what we've learned from lessons from other diseases is that the finishing floors can act like a nidus of infection for those farms around them. So we're looking at ways that we can make our finishing floors more biosecure. For example, in biosecurity, there are two issues. One is called bioexclusion, which means you keep it off the farm, and the other is biocontainment, which means if you break with something on the farm, keep it on the farm so it can't infect everybody around you. So we're looking at both of those areas to try to see what we can do to help producers address them most cost effectively.
Which leads me to my last question here. For producers that can't join us this week at World Pork Expo, what do you think are some key takeaways for them to keep in mind with FAD prevention preparedness efforts?
Yeah, I'll tell you, USDA and Customs and Border Protection are really working hard to keep foreign animal diseases out of the country around the borders. They put up the walls around the borders, do all the inspections and everything they can do around the borders of the country. And they do a great job at that. But you also have to be realistic and realize that the probability is that it's not 100%. Those borders are probably not foolproof, and some things are leaking through. And so for producers, the issue is that if we don't get a foreign animal disease like ASF on the farm, we don't have an infection. So if ASF gets through the border and gets into the country somehow, producers have to pay attention to everything international contact as far as biosecurity goes. You mentioned feed, for example. Feed sourcing. Where is your feed components coming from? Are they coming from areas of the world where ASF is endemic? Other international contacts with your workers, with your service people. Not so much are you having international visitors on the farm. Sure, that's an important thing, but you got to look deeper, and you got to look at different contacts. The review of all things biosecurity for our farms with an international point of view will keep those foreign animal diseases away from our pigs and keep us from being infected.
Very important details indeed. Dr. Paul Sundberg, Swine Health Information Center, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure, Ann. Thanks for having me.
For those tuning in, keep following our coverage from World Pork Expo on live and on demand on Feedstuffs 365, as well as our social media channels in Feedstuffs and National Hog Farmer. Also, if you haven't voted yet for our 2022 new product tour, be sure to jump on nationalhogfarmer.com to do that. We'll be announcing the winner at 11 a.m. Central Friday from World Pork Expo. For National Hog Farmer and Feedstuffs 365, I'm Ann Hess.